All right, everyone. Welcome back to what was supposed to be the last part of the surprise video for Tim the Super Minions Fan 2010. Well, that's actually now the second to last part because apparently, uh, disc 2 of the 2005 DVD of The Wizard of Oz will not work. So, this is now our second to last part, and we're going to stop right after I show off Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. All right. First release I'll show you for this part is a 2007 DVD reprint of A Walk to Remember, which is a 2002 film. This was originally released on DVD back on July 9th of 2002. And this is the original PG rated version, not the family edited version, but this is the original PG rated version of the film. It's rated PG for some thematic elements, language, and some sensual material, and 1 or 2 minutes and co-produced with Pandora. And also, there exists a family edited DVD version of the DVD that is not rated and is presented in full screen and came out on Christmas Eve of 2002, that being December 24th of 2002. But this is not the family edited version. This is the original PG rated version that is presented in widescreen. And here is the scene index and the original widescreen disc for A Walk to Remember. Now let's pop this DVD in of A Walk to Remember. Here we go. Let's see what this DVD of A Walk to Remember uses. So, on this DVD of A Walk to Remember, you saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen, and you heard the dual synthesized strings theme, and then you saw the blue PG rating screen come up afterwards. And the original PG rated DVD was originally released on July 9th of 2002, so this is a 2007 reprint of that DVD. So, while the original PG rated film on DVD has the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen and has the dual synthesized strings theme, the family edited version of the DVD of A Walk to Remember that is presented in full screen, that is not rated, that is released on Christmas Eve of 2002, is really cool because the family edited version of A Walk to Remember were released on Christmas Eve of 2002, that being December 24th of 2002, is the only DVD released in 2002 that actually features the AOL Time Warner Byline variant of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo, which is in full screen, and it has the low-tone regular strings theme on the family edited DVD version of A Walk to Remember. But this is not the family edited version. This is the original version of A Walk to Remember that is presented in widescreen. After that, though, the rest of the Warner Brothers releases wouldn't use the AOL Time Warner Byline variant until January 2003, when the widescreen version would first be used with the DVD of Dennis the Menace. Next release I'll show you for this part is a 2004 DVD release of Who's That Knocking at My Door?, which is a 1968 film. This film is rated R, 90 minutes, and presented in widescreen. And here's the disc for Who's That Knocking at My Door? Let's take a look and see what appears on this DVD of Who's That Knocking at My Door from 2004. Hey, that rhymes. Get it? Just try to be funny again and make a rhyme about Who's That Knocking at My Door from 2004. Get it? Alright, here we go. Let's see what Who's That Knocking at My Door uses. So, on this DVD of Who's That Knocking at My Door, you also saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen, but this time on the DVD of Who's That Knocking at My Door, you saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen, but you heard the regular strings theme on this DVD of Who's That Knocking at My Door. In comparison to A Walk to Remember, which had the dual synthesized strings theme, but Who's That Knocking at My Door has the regular strings theme in the widescreen regular version of the Warner Home Video logo here. Next release I have here is a 2008 reprint DVD release of Wild America, a 1997 film, and it was also originally released on DVD in 1997. This is co-produced with Morgan Creek, and it is rated PG for language and some adventure peril, 107 minutes, and presented in both full screen and widescreen. Here is the disc for Wild America, currently on the full screen side, and we'll look at the full screen side of Wild America first. Alright, let's see what the full screen side of Wild America uses. Okay, so on this DVD on the full screen side of this DVD of Wild America, you saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen, and you heard the synthesized. Let me rephrase that. On the full screen side of this DVD of Wild America, you saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen, and you heard the dual. And you. Let me rephrase that one more time. On the full screen side of this DVD of Wild America, you saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen, and you heard the synthesized strings theme, and then you saw the format screen come up afterwards. Now, let's take a look at the widescreen side of Wild America and see what that uses. Now, on the widescreen side of Wild America, you saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen, and you heard the dual synthesized strings theme. In comparison to the full screen side, which used the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen with just the synthesized strings theme on there. So while the full screen side of Wild America used the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen with the synthesized strings theme, the widescreen side of Wild America uses the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen with the dual synthesized strings theme. Alright. Next release I'll show you for this part is the last DVD I have in the snapper case. I thought Unforgiven was the last DVD I had in the snapper case, but nope. I have one more DVD with a snapper case. And the last DVD I have in a snapper case is a 1997 DVD of The Wild Bunch. The 1997 DVD of The Wild Bunch. That's the last DVD that I have that is in the snapper case. And Ernest Borgnine is one of the cast members in this film. He is most famously known for voicing Mermaid Man on the Nickelodeon TV series SpongeBob SquarePants, which I have SpongeBob DVDs, but these are released by Paramount because SpongeBob is a Nickelodeon show, and Nickelodeon and Paramount handled most of Nickelodeon titles, except that before 1996, Sony Wonder then released those Nickelodeon titles before Paramount took over. Wild Bunch is a 1969 film. Rated PG, the film is 145 minutes, and the documentary is 34 minutes, and it is presented in widescreen. And it is a flipper disc, because the film is very long, so it is split into two different parts. Here's the scene index and the disc for the Wild Bunch. There's something very awkward about this DVD of the Wild Bunch, even though the Wild Bunch is presented in widescreen. And if you want to know what that is, well, we'll pop the DVD into the player and find out what the Wild Bunch uses. Here we go. This is going to be very awkward because the DVD is presented in widescreen. Did you get what was awkward about this DVD of the Wild Bunch? Well, what was awkward about it is that even though the Wild Bunch is presented in widescreen, on the DVD of the Wild Bunch, however, you saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen, even though the Wild Bunch is presented in widescreen, and you heard the dual synthesized strings theme on this DVD of the Wild Bunch. So even though the Wild Bunch is presented in widescreen, it has the regular version of 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen, and it has the dual synthesized strings theme on it. Last DVD I'll pop into the player, but the second to last one I'll be showing is a 2005 reprint of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the full screen edition. This is a 2005 reprint of the 2001 DVD release. And what's interesting about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is that this is a 1971 film, not from Warner Brothers, not from MGM, but from Paramount. That's right. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was a film that was originally released by Paramount Pictures, and then Warner Brothers took over the rights and re-released the film in theaters, and Warner Brothers also released the film on DVD and VHS. So, ever since it was re-released, the film now remains under the hands of Warner Brothers, even though it was originally a Paramount film. And for some reason, the Warner Brothers Pictures logo is shown on the back cover, but after you push the play button, it has the Warner Brothers Family Entertainment logo appear from 1998. This is also the case with Dennis the Menace, except on Dennis the Menace, it has the 1993 Warner Brothers Family Entertainment logo, as well as Space Jam, which has the 1993 Warner Brothers Family Entertainment logo as well, but on Dennis the Menace, it has Bugs Bunny spinning the WB shield, whereas in Space Jam, he does not spin it at all. Anyway, the film is rated G and 100 minutes, and yeah. Here is the disc for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with updated disc art, but I know that it has the original 2001 DVD master. And let's see what the full screen edition of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory uses. Okay. So for this DVD of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, for the full screen DVD of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, you saw the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen, and you heard the synthesized strings theme, and then you saw the format screen come up afterwards. This is the only Warner Brothers DVD that I have that is not a clear disc or a flipper disc that has the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen with the synthesized strings theme. There are some DVDs that have the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen with the synthesized strings theme that appears on some DVDs of films released by Morgan Creek, but I don't have any of those films on DVDs, so yeah. That's the last one I'm popping into the player, but the last one I'm showing, I unfortunately will not pop this into a player because, as I've already said, Season 2 of this DVD does not work. Disc 2 of this DVD does not work because, as I've already said, I will not pop this last DVD into the player because Disc 2 of this DVD does not work. But it is the 2005 2-disc special edition DVD of The Wizard of Oz, which is a 1939 MGM film. And you could also see the Turner Entertainment Company logo on the back. And as I've already said previously, Turner Entertainment Company brought the rights to pre-1985 MGM films that Warner Brothers then re-released on DVD. This film is one of the popular films that Warner Brothers re-released from the MGM library that Turner Entertainment Company brought the rights to. And Turner Entertainment Company also brought the rights to pre-1950 Warner Brothers films. And you can see the Warner Brothers Pictures logo on the back cover here, but when you push the play button, it actually features the MGM logo. Because the Warner Brothers Pictures logo is not shown. Rated G and 103 minutes, and presented in full screen. Here's disc 1, which is the film, and disc 2 with the bonus features. And since I can't pop the DVD into the player right now, I will just tell you what each disc contains. I know that on disc 1 of The Wizard of Oz starts off with the 2004 blue FDA anti-piracy warning screen in full screen, followed by the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen with the dual synthesized strings theme. And on disc 2, which is the special features disc 2 of The Wizard of Oz starts off with the 2004 blue FDA anti-piracy warning screen, and then disc 2 has the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen, except with the regular strings theme on disc 2. That's how I know what appears on those discs, because I popped them into the player before, and disc 2 used to work before, but apparently doesn't. But I know disc 2 uses the regular strings theme in the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen. Alright, stay tuned for the last part, which will be coming on New Year's Eve, in which we will pop in both discs of The Wizard of Oz on that day, as well as pop in the discs of 2 other Warner Brothers DVDs that I'm getting. One of the two, and they both come in snapper cases, by the way. One of the 2 DVDs has the 2002 AOL Time Warner Byline variant of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in widescreen with the low-tone regular strings theme, and the other has the regular version of the 1996 Warner Home Video logo in full screen with the regular strings theme on it. And if you want to know what these DVDs are, you'll have to find out on New Year's Eve. Here we go. Hope you enjoyed this part, and stay tuned for the last part, which will be coming on New Year's Eve.